Good afternoon, everybody. Well, today I will be showing you how to make tomato sauce. Why don't you come with me? What you guys will need is some spices. I am doing some salt and pepper, some basil, and tomatoes. Fresh tomatoes because they're coming straight from the garden. So I'm just going to start off with the tomatoes. I'm going to cut the end off. The stuff we don't need. Set those aside. I'm going to compost ours. And we're just going to slice these tomatoes, I don't know, about 3/4 to an inch thick. And then we're just going to go down and then like this. We're just going to go into cubes, little cubes like this. Then what you're going to want to do with your basil is just put it all, you don't have to do measurements or anything, but about this amount with your tomatoes, and then just, chop it up coarsely. It doesn't really matter because it's all going in a food processor when you're done. So right now I have my tomatoes chopped and my basil coarsely chopped, or whatever you want to call it, and let's see what the next step is. Okay, what your next step is now to take, a handful of the basil and some of your tomatoes. You don't have to be exact here because it's all gonna get incorporated. And now we're going to pulse this, or just grate it up. And then after that, you can just add more tomatoes, a little more basil, and give it a mix. Then you're going to want to take your tomato and basil mixture and put it into the pot. This is optional, but if you'd like to add an onion, you can. I like red onions, so I'm just going to slice these up and then put them in my food processor, and we will wait for the next step. Then your onions can go into the food processor and just give those a pulse. Now just take your onion paste and put it into the pot as well. So take your herbs and spices, while I'm just doing salt and pepper, and just give this a healthy or generous dose of salt and some freshly ground black pepper. And then, let's see, we're going to give this a good mix. So I don't know if you people can see, but the sauce is very, liquidy. So now we're just going to heat up the sauce and simmer it for about 30 minutes to an hour. So we have been boiling the tomato sauce for about 45 minutes to an hour now, and now we're going to can them. Okay, so I'm going to put some of the tomato sauce in one of the pre-boiled jars. And then we can see the next step. So then you're going to want to fill your tomato sauce all the way up to the rim, not all the way because we're going to put a lid on it. So let me retrieve one from the boiling water. Ha! And these are extremely hot, so please be careful. And you don't need to boil the rings, okay, because they go on the outside. So fasten this on tight, not too tight though. So now we have our tomato sauce in the jars, and now what we're going to do is we're going to put them back in the boiling water for 30 minutes. 30 minutes each, okay? And like I said, if you don't know how to can, please go research it. Don't do it by this video. So let's move on to the next step. When taken out of the water, set aside and let cool. Enjoy your homemade fresh tomato sauce.